other. The Hawks are in a regular blue and the Spartans are in a shade of purple that's not too far off of that blue, but we will try to keep it as straight as possible. Mitch, Rotz, and Yokes for the Hawks against Bob, Deck, and Renro for the Spartans. Some early midfield play here. Yokes tries to clear it, but Deck is right there for the 50. Mitch throwing it to the corner. Bob is there, no trouble, and Rotz is going to take it calmly off the wall, play it into the midfield where he gets a nice ball into the Spartans' half, but not enough to be dangerous yet. Yokes with a little bit of control off the wall, laying it off for Mitch, who again is turned away by the Hawks' defense. Bob for the Spartans, throwing it off to the side. Renro with space, he runs past it, maybe leaving it for Deck, but not quite fast enough to make a difference. Nice dribble play there from Bob, but Mitch is up to the task, turning it away, getting it out to Rotz, who gets it to Yokes, and Deck running all the way back to make a nice save on defense. Renro trying to take it slowly, but he gets past him, leaving an opening for Bob to throw it down the field. Mitch got punted into the air, and after another attempt at a clear, Spartans finally have their pressure broken. Nice control touch there by Yokes, but an even better save from Bob to turn it away. About a minute and a half into this game one, best of 5, things are kind of settling in. You know, both teams having chances with possession, but not as much as far as incredibly threatening shots. Nice leave off Renro to Deck, off the wall. Bob misses at least an opportunity, not an incredibly easy shot, but good play there from the Spartans to create the first dangerous chance of the game. Mitch overruns that just a bit, letting Deck clear it out. Deck's going to get a second hard shot off the crossbar, a little too high. Renro's going to corral it into the corner, keep possession for the Spartans. Nice layoff, but no Spartans there to clean it up. Bob 50 the ball, leaving it. Renro turning, Yokes with a nice 50. No one there from the Hawks to clean it up, but Bob will go ahead and attempt to clear. Gets put into the corner by Rotz. Yokes off the corner. Deck off the corner as well. Some possession-based play so far, but Mitch will break that pressure with a nice solo play. Great calm possession, tackling Deck off the ball, playing it off the side, landing, wheels down. Cool finish from Mitch, and the Hawks go up 1-0 here in game number 1. Yokes and Renro, Rotz and Deck. Now the third guy's getting involved, and Bob wins that one. Nice laser shot, bar down but not in. Bob playing it off the wall again. Nice chance there from the Spartans, not quite able to connect, but they've had a couple good opportunities so far. Be interesting to see if they can keep it up. Another good chance there for Bob. Deck laying it off nicely for Renro, but the defense from the Hawks able to get enough of a touch to throw off that shot. As Deck lofts it back for Bob, and the Spartans are just peppering the backboard right now. Not quite able to find it in the back of the net, but they're putting up some good pressure for sure. Rotz turning, he flips past it. Renro is able to get a nice 50, leaving it up for Deck. Deck, again, off the corner. It's hanging dangerously, but Mitch up to the task. Full court clear all the way in. Nice play from Mitch. Able, again, to take advantage of not really a rotational error from the Spartans, but just, you put up so much pressure for so long, eventually there's going to be a gap, and Mitch, for the second time in game number 1, finds the back of the net. Kickoff right to the Hawks. Renro, nice touch, but Rotz is going to clear it right to Deck, puts it dangerously, but Yokes calmly corrals the ball, gives it right to Bob. Nice individual play there from Deck, but Yokes is again up to the task, turning it away. Spartans denied again close to the Hawks net. Now we approach about a minute left. It'll be interesting to see if the Spartans will change up their strategy at all. whether they'll commit their third guy a little bit higher, what they're going to do, because 2 goals against the Hawks defense is a tough task, but they're up to it, at least for the first one. Bob to Renro makes it a 2-1 lead for the Hawks. Spartans clawing their way back. I love that pass from Bob. He plays it back infield just enough. Renro doesn't have to move much at all. Nice play. And we've got a game with 58 seconds left. And as a reminder, this is just preseason. These teams are here to feel themselves out, see what works best, what strategies, what lineups work. But that's a combination that's working. Mitch to Yokes, making it 3-1 for the Spartans. 3-1 for the Hawks, excuse me. But another great play. Mitch now on the passing end. And I wouldn't call it a commanding lead, but they sure have to feel confident with how they're playing right now. It's going to be tough keeping these teams apart. These shades of blue are pretty darn close. Bob, individual dribble, but Rotz clears it away easy. Deck, I love that idea. He just waited a little too long. Maybe he needed to attack that a little earlier. But Mitch shoots it. Bob up to the task. But it's not enough for the Spartans just to clear the ball. They have to put pressure on offense. Spartans send all 3 up, leaving a counterattack open for Yokes. Renro, nice job tossing it up. Renro again with a touch. Mitch should make that save, and he does. And it looks like that will be it for game number 1. Hawks take a 3-1 game 1 win. They take the first of this best of 5. Solid play all around. The Hawks were just able to convert a little bit more. I mean, you see it in the shot totals. Both teams had pretty comparable amounts of opportunities. The Spartans had a lot of pressure. They just weren't quite able to get that final touch past a Hawks defense that was really determined to bend but not break. And so in RLPC, we're going to have 2 preseason matchups before these teams get into the regular season. They'll play one tonight, and I believe they'll play one on Thursday or next week. I have to look at the schedule for that. But these teams will get 2 opportunities to figure themselves out before we get into the real. And Bob is throwing a little jab at our wonderful caster Burble, who is doing a great job with the stream and the overlays and all of that. But now he is ready. We will get into game 2. We got to hurry up too, because we don't want the server to crash. Rocket League tends to do that quite a lot. So Hawks and Spartans got the same 6 guys out there for both teams. They'll get after it. Game number 2. Hawks have a 1-0 series lead so far. But as we saw in game number 1, the Spartans, they had a lot of pressure, and they were pretty solid overall. Every reason to think they will continue to play well here in game 2. Maybe even take a win. Deck, nice play. Nice attempt at the ground play. It throws Mitch off enough, but not enough to be dangerous yet. But Renro, nice follow. And Yokes smartly plays it off to the side, trying to start a counterattack. Yokes, nice 50. Renro playing it off to the side, but that's where Yokes is waiting, and he lays it off dangerously. But no one there yet. Bob, nice dribble. Almost gets it. Mitch with a nice save to get enough power to 50 that ball out of the net. Not an easy play. He made it look easy. Mitch, nice try. Got a little too far in front of him. Renro. Now to Bob. Back to Renro. Off the corner. Now to Bob. Off, well, the side. A Bob again. To Deck. Deck plays it off the crossbar. Yokes is going to turn it off to the corner and relieve pressure for now, but Renro wants to throw another one at net. Bob, long clear off his backboard to Deck, off the back again, and Yokes reading the nice double touch attempt there from Deck, turning that play away. And again, the Hawks are just bending but not breaking. They seem content giving up pressure because, frankly, the Spartans haven't proven that they've been able to break it yet. Yokes, slow play from his own corner, gets it as far as Bob, to Deck, double commit, but it's a strong clear for the Hawks, coming straight down. Who can win that 50? Well, it's Renro. He just fell right on top of it. Nice save. Minute and a half in, both teams getting equal chances, I would say, equal pressure for the most part. Both solid teams so far, and they're really showing why they are at the top of the RLPC tier list, so to speak. These are all guys who are sitting, I believe, somewhere in the 1600s at least. A lot of these guys will start touching up higher into 17, 18, 19. We might even have a 2000 MMR guy or two in the major division, and they're just quality plays all around, and the ball rolling and almost over the line. Renro puts it away, and the Spartans will take their first lead of the series, 1-0. That's great effort from Mitch to keep it out temporarily, but with all that pressure and the man advantage, it seemed almost inevitable for the Spartans to score. Deck following it up. Yokes trying to stop it, only gets as far as Mitch. Mitch puts it into the corner, and the Hawks answer immediately. Mitch, again, at the center of a play. Great pressure. Bobs could not do much else. Mitch smartly playing it off the corner. Knows where his teammate Rots is going to be. Nice team play from the Hawks. Mitch and Bob meet in the middle. Yokes tosses it up to himself, but Renro is there to meet the challenge. Only gets as far as Mitch, though. Deck off the side, and Yokes playing it in the corner. Yokes pinching it off the side, trying to get to Mitch, and he does, but it's still turned away in the midfield by the Spartans. Bob racing after it to Deck, pops up dangerously. Bob has a chance for a good touch, but he gets 50'd off the ball, goes into the corner. Renro wants to keep up that pressure. Yokes is having none of that. To Mitch, open net, and it just goes wide. I love that idea, though, from the Hawks. Nice outlet pass and a solid shot from Mitch. It just goes off the side. Infield pass to Bob. Yokes sees that all the way, plays it into the corner, but he's demoed, so that's all he's going to do for that little sequence. Deck, nice play off the wall. Looks like he's going for a demo or a bump. It doesn't happen, and Yokes up to the task. He's just not fooled right there. He sees what Deck is doing, and nothing fancy, just solid shot. Not even that fast, off the corner. Gives the Hawks the lead. Deck, high shot off the corner. He's going for a second. He gets it, but he's stuffed. Yokes clear off his own backboard. Pretty close, actually. Renro, Yokes comes up empty. Rots comes up empty. Deck, I think he was going for a bump, but he also doesn't hit it. Bob's going up. He gets a double. He's going for a triple, and Rots is going to clear it temporarily until Deck follows it. Renro bumps into Yokes, so he can't make the touch. Two Hawks up on the backboard. Rots clears it to the midfield where Bob is waiting to leave it for Deck, who passes it to Renro. Puts it just wide. Nice pressure here from the Spartans in the past 20, 30 seconds. Bob gets cleared off the ball. Mitch in a dangerous position. We've seen him make a lot of plays so far with the ball and space, but not there. Deck is going to meet that clear. Bob, long clear. Yokes gets stuffed by the backboard himself. Pressure not broken yet. 40 seconds left. Spartans need a goal unless they want to go down dangerously 0-2 in this best-of-5 series. Nice play, and I almost said the Yokes, but right there, that was all him. Yokes at the second goal of the game, I think. Yep, second goal of the game. Nice play, tough angle, and the Hawks take a commanding 3-1 lead. It's not over yet, but asking the Spartans to score essentially two kickoff goals is a lot against this Hawks defense, who will be expecting that play. But Bob, immediate pressure. Hey, you know what? Forget what I said. Bob is going to take that himself. He does a nice little 50 off the corner, beats Yokes in the midfield off the side. Mitch gets a little turned around. I think he was expecting a different bounce potentially, but Bob, great car control. And now we actually do have a chance. Spartans one goal away with 15 seconds. Deck takes the kickoff off the backboard. The Spartans are crashing, but do they have enough right here? They do! Bob, again, tying the game up. 2 goals in, I think, 14 seconds. Mitch clearing it right to Bob. Again, Bob with nice car control, puts it in an awkward position for the Hawks, and that's just tough. That's a tough one right there, and some good-natured trash talking in the team chat between these two. Yokes with a chance to end it right here, though, and he gets played off the ball by his teammate, and we are going to overtime in game number 2. Bob, right to Yokes. Yokes lofts it up. Renro, a lot of time in the air, passes it right back down, but the Hawks crowded in the middle. Spartans not able to make them pay quite yet. Bob rolling off the side. Rots. Yokes. Lots of boost and space. And you know what? At that level, you just can't leave. At this level, you can't leave the net open that wide. The guy with that much boost and that much skill. Yokes nicely playing it up into the corner. Just basically carries it into that top shelf with the boost and the air dribble. Nice play. Seems fitting that Yokes is at the center of another one as he completes his hat trick, and the Hawks take a 2-0 series lead on a 4-3 win here in game number 2. I think obviously Yokes has to be the MVP of that game. If Mitch was dominating the first game, Yokes, some great individual plays there to put 3 in the net. But again, a nice, solid effort from the Spartans. Nothing to hang your head about, especially in the preseason when it's all about just getting, reps in, getting familiar with your team, and getting ready for the games that count a little bit more. But they're still competitive, and they're going to want to turn this series around. Hawks on match point here in game number 3 in a best of 5. Yokes and Bob meeting in the middle. Mitch and Deck following it up, neither able to get a solid touch. Rots, finally the 5th player to go for the ball, will get a good touch, but it's only to Renro, and Renro, with no boost, makes a nice 50, forcing Yokes to slow play it out of his half. But now we've got all the space in the world, and that's just going to be turned in all day, every day. Rots getting on the scoreboard. Nice play from Yokes, individual play, to have the patience and 50. Rots in the right place at the right time. Good to see. Nice play. Mitch beating Renron on the kickoff, but it only goes to Bob. Yokes gets 50'd off the ball. Rots again in the right place at the right time. Nice soft touch there, but Renro is there to turn it around, and with 10 boosts, he cannot fake the Hawks into making a mistake. But Deck calmly controls it, goes high. Bob's going to turn around and control if he can, but not with Yokes right there with so much boost. And again, he's got boost and space. He sees Rots. I don't exactly know what happened there, but he might have blocked his own teammate. Great effort, though, to put a quality chance on target. Pinch between the offense and defense, throws it dangerously into the Hawks' half. Spartans trying to take advantage. Bob to Deck. It goes wide. Mitch now will look to control as they reset their defense and look for a counterattack. Rots off the corner. Bob off his corner. Yokes lets Bob take that one. He's fine with that. He's able to go get the boost. Rotate back behind Rots. Mitch now following it up. Renro in the air. Gets it past Rots, but only to Yokes. And now Deck's going to control. Yokes plays him off of it. Bob tries to go. Mitch 50s him. Counterattack here for the Hawks. Renro trying to pass it out, and he does to Deck. Deck's got a little bit of space. Can he make this an opportunity? A little high. Nice idea, though. But Rots immediately starting the counterattack. There is no rest for the Spartans. Not only do they have to contend with this Hawks offense, which has been very solid so far this series, they also have to try to play defense. They also have to try to counterattack. It's a tall order. It's a lot of fun to watch these two teams go at it. Renro gets beaten off the ball by Yokes. Deck is there to corral. Tries to play it off the wall. Still rolling towards the Spartans' net. Open net for Deck. He's got space. He's just playing around, and he is a unselfish teammate. Deck, teammate of the season so far here in preseason match day number 1. Lets Bob have that one. And as we can see, Bob has a pretty cool Avatar, The Last Airbender picture, so he deserves the goal, and that deserves to be seen. Deck Kickoff, but only to Mitch. Renro following it up. Not quite there. Renro misses on that one. Rotz lets it go. Yokes finally able to clear. Deck pops it up off his back wheel to Bob. Back to Deck. To the middle. Renro can't win that, but he lets it go. Nice field awareness from Renro to see where the Hawks were and where they were threatening and where they weren't. Deck shooting high. Renro following, but it gets past him. Bob on the wall. Over to Deck. Deck tries to redirect it, but Rotz, nice recovery off the wall to save that shot. Nice effort there from the Hawks, and again, their defense is bending, but not breaking for the most part, at least. Deck playing it to himself off the wall. Demo. Bob demos Mitch. Spartans have a chance. Yoke into the corner. Deck slow playing it up the wall, tries to lay it off. Not quite fast enough to beat the Hawks defense, excuse me. Rotz. It's water falling dangerously down. Deck clears it away. Bob, solid shot. Did he catch him off balance? He did. Top corner from his own half. Bob puts the Spartans up 2-1 with 1:20 left. Second goal of the game. Nice placement and pace. Sees that Yokes is just a little bit off, and that's all it takes in the major division to put one away. Deck tossing it up. He's got boost and a lot of space, but he's headed towards the corner. He's looking for a pinch. Rotz, not fooled by that move, clears it away, but only as far as Renro. Mitch misses a little bit. Bob's got a chance here. But Deck is looking to corral Renro, playing it high. It's going to be an awkward bounce. Mitch misses. Yoke's touch is just enough to get it out of his own half. Bob, not willing to let up the pressure, though. He overruns it, or did he leave it? It doesn't matter. Yokes has the ball and boost. He sees Rotz in the far corner, looking for Rotz. Rotz puts it on. Not strong enough to beat him, and open net. Deck's going to put this one away. And the Spartans, in all likelihood, that's going to be the game-winning goal for them. But, hey, you know what? We did see 2 goals at the end of game 2 there from the Spartans. So anything can happen, but nice play. Nice counterattack from the Spartans to put themselves up here in game number 3. Rolls slowly to Rotz. Rotz trying to make a play. Gets over one Spartan, but not a second. Nice clear from Renro. Nice outlet pass to Bob. They're looking for a fourth. It rolls up the wall. The danger will be out of the way for now, but Renro's following it up quick. Yokes off to the side. Rotz makes a solid touch, but it goes a little bit into no man's land, and Bob is going to miss, actually. Yokes is slow playing, seeing what Deck's doing, trying to bait him out of there. Leaves it for Mitch. Oh, I love that idea. I love that idea from the Hawks, but it just goes a little wide. Nice attempt at a team play, though. And this game is going to go the way of the Spartans. They will not be swept here in their first preseason game. It's going to be 3-1, or, maybe 2-3 or 4-1, but it's going to go the way of the Spartans once it finally touches the ground. And we'll just wait for that. And it finally does. Spartans win game number 3, 3-1. Deck and Bob and Renro getting on the series scoreboard for the first time. Nice team plays from them. And I doubt it's the first, but Spartans only had 2 shots and 3 goals. If you're going to have 150% shooting percentage, you got to like your odds in almost any game at any level of Rocket League. Spartans, they didn't have a lot of chances, but they put away more than they took, and that's just a fun stat line right there. As we will get into game number 4. The Hawks still on match point, and the server went down for maintenance. We will leave and get back into it. As we transition here into game number 4 of a best of 5 series. Yeah, and so for those of you who don't know, RLPC is a community Rocket League with tiers for most skill levels. I don't exactly know the full range, but the players we're seeing today are, 1600, 1650 and up, but there's tiers for everybody. If we're talking about this is mid to high GC, there's also a tier for lower GC that's AAA, and then there's a tier for pretty much all the way down, I believe, and someone's definitely going to correct me on this, but I think we go down about to the platinum ranks, the higher part of the platinum ranks, but someone is more than welcome to correct me on that. But it is a league for everyone, so if you're watching this and want to join, go ahead and look up RLPC. I think we have a Reddit page, and of course the Discord if you want to join. But contact somebody. It's a lot of fun. And we will join back now as we get into game number 4. Same lineups as always. Let's see who goes after it. Mitch meets Deck in the middle. Mitch gets the 50, only goes to Bob. Game number 4 starting off all the way in the midfield. Yolks going up, possibly the first chance. He plays it off the ceiling. Deck is not going to be fooled by that one. Hard shot at the goal. Wow. Another goal in this series where the offensive team just sees an opportunity way on their own half. Deck with a nice 70-mile-an-hour shot all the way from his side, makes no mistake. And I like that. They're not trying to do anything too fancy. They see an open net, shoot at it. And it works, and it's been working so far. Renro, Yolks, to Rots, over Bob. Rots on the side. That's all he can do for that one. Deck's following. Mitch, nice car control to land wheels down. Yolks firing it down the field. Almost tied it up with a goal of their own from their own half. Renro following. Yolks clearing. Bob's turning. Gets 50'd off the ball by Yolks. Deck is there. Rotes is there, and Deck, another open net, and he's going to put that one away. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, how many open nets there really have been in games number 3 and now 4 so far. These teams are playing so solidly, it seems like there'll be 20, 30 seconds of really solid back and forth, and then all of a sudden, a goal will just completely open up, and these guys aren't going to miss that very often. Deck playing hard off the wall, off the ceiling, nice play, leaving it off for Bob. Bob's not quite able to get on top of it. Deck's following. Bob's trying to 50 him. Not happening. Mitch with a nice clear, but Deck gets a dangerous touch, and he demos him from the air. What an individual play from Deck. I don't know how much of that was on purpose. I'm going to say it all was. Hits it off the ceiling and lands mid-air demo on, on the Hawks. A commanding 3-0 lead here in game number 4 for the Spartans. That's a lot of fun to see. Yolks playing it over, looking for Rots. Renro picks it off, plays it in the corner. The Spartans looking for 4. Will not get it right now as Rots plays it over, but Deck gets it. He gets a second off the wall, playing it in the corner. Yolks is turning. Yolks is missing. Gets 50'd off the ball by Rots. Rots passing to Renro. Yolks playing off the wall. Deck is turning. He's just going to let that roll in the corner, pick up some boost, and see what he can do. Well, Rots put an end to that real quickly. Yolks playing it high. Renro getting only as far as Mitch. Mitch still with the ball. Looking for a center, but he doesn't quite have the velocity on that pass to get there. Hawks will keep possession, though. Yolks playing it off the back of his car, off the wall. Nice idea from Rots, but Bob is up to the task, makes the save. Rots playing it off in the center again, but Mitch was already bailing out of there, and now the Spartans have a chance at a counter. Deck, little mini pinch off his zone side. Bob up there, and Yolks looking for a demo, but not that time. Mitch backflipping into Bob. Ball's kind of stalling in the corner a bit. Deck looking to break pressure. He's got some boost in a little bit of space. Nice individual play from Deck to make it 4. Again, he is just pulling off some stylish goals right now. Not a ground pinch, like a ground half volley. Nice placement, and not a lot Mitch can do on that one. Obviously, something has to change immediately if the Hawks want to try to close out this series in game number 4. Yolks following it up. It's getting it in their corner. Yolks double committing with his teammate there a little bit. Deck again playing it off the ground. Bob, nice idea trying to play it off there, but he gets it all the way up to deck. Rotz able to make the save. Now Mitch has boost and space. Can he do anything with it? Now he gets bumped into the ball, but Rotz is there to follow. Oh, the ball was part of the way in, and Deck making plays on both sides of the field. Now he's got another dangerous opportunity. Yokes is not eager to let him score that 5th goal for the Spartans, at least yet. Bob playing it in the middle. Renro's got a chance. Renro easily slots that one home. Now we see the other members of the Spartans getting involved on offense. Nice awareness. Renro in the right position, and Bob, he was ready at that back corner, but no need. Renro put it away nicely. 5-0. Now as we get into the later stages of this series, it's interesting to look at what teams are making adjustments. And it's really hard to, at least in my opinion, argue that the Spartans have been able to really find the groove here as we get later into this series. And as it looks like we're almost certainly going to a Game 5, it'll be interesting to see if it's all, it's moves and counter moves. Can the Hawks find some of that rhythm they had in games 1 and 2 and even for part of 3? Because really since the middle of game number 3, it's been all Spartans, which you really would not have guessed in game number 1. Will the Hawks be able to get Mitch and Yokes involved in the offense more? Will they be able to keep that pressure up that they had and that possession they had early in the series? I do know one thing pretty much for certain, though. Game 4 will probably be going the way of the Spartans as they control possession, the score, the ball, boost, pretty much everything about game number 4 going the way of the Spartans. I wouldn't even say that the Hawks have played that poorly. It's just the Spartans have been so in sync on offense. They're hitting balls off the ceiling, off the ground, off each other, off the other team. It's just been a lot of fun to watch. But what teams will show up in game number 5? Will it be the teams that have been here in the past game or 2, or will they revert back to what they did in the beginning of the series? Mitch looking for a pride goal at this point. Yokes firing it off the ceiling, and it will fall. A commanding 5-0 game 4 win for the Spartans. And we are going to a game number 5. And this would be the part of the broadcast where I would throw it to a color commentator to talk about the series, but it's just me tonight. So we'll just have to see what happens. Both these teams have proven they can have possession and make plays. I think you saw the Spartans in game number 4 going Deck with his individual skill was able to open up a lot of the field for his teammates because the Hawks now have to respect Deck at pretty much any point in the field with any amount of boost. And so when that happens, that opens up just a whole lot of space for your other teammates. If the Hawks can return to that bend but not break defensive style they had going in games number 1 and 2, they'll be dangerous. But obviously, giving up 5 goals is not ideal. Mitch dribbling out of his own half. Bob trying to do something on his own. Renro rolling it in the corner over the defender. Nice shot placement from Renro. Nice play. He's able to take the ball off the side, jump off the wall, and just the lightest touch pops it over the goalie from a tough angle. Nice shot from Renro, and the Spartans seem determined to close this series out with just another barrage of scoring and shots. Yokes not really fooling anyone with that one. Deck, easy save, and he's following it up with another touch, but Mitch up to the challenge to clear it. Rotz is turned around. Dangerous ball here in the middle. Yokes is going up. Nice slow play from him. Can he get the flick? No, he can't. Nice idea, but double commit from the Hawks. Spartans have a chance for a counter if they hurry now. Deck firing it down the field. Yokes is there. Mitch shooting high. Chance there for the Spartans. Nice 50 to keep the Spartans from counterattacking completely. Renro. I have to watch that again to see what happened, but I didn't think it was that open. Renro did, though, and he scores, doubling the lead. He's able to beat Yokes on the wall. Deck punts Renro closer to the ball, but yeah, Hawks just left the goal open there for a split second or two. Spartans not making any mistakes so far late into this series. Now, we've seen the Hawks have a couple chances. Let's see if they can convert one or two. They're not quite in that shooting rhythm, and that's so hard to pick up when you're not feeling it. You know, if you're... Right now, the goal looks like the size of a shoebox for the Hawks after how many they scored in games 1 and 2. You know, maybe it's a lucky bounce, maybe it's just a good individual play, but something's got to spark their offense because a 2-goal lead almost seems insurmountable based on how they've been playing. Mitch, able to put that one in the corner, but he gets demoed. Hawks down a man. Yokes playing it back to the now back in life Mitch, playing it in the corner. Yokes, nice volley off the bottom rail. Bob playing it off the corner. He misses the double. Yokes has a chance, but no Hawks are able to follow up for a dangerous shot, and Mitch just rolls it dangerous, or not dangerously at all, into the side. Deck playing in the corner. Mitch passing into Renro. I like the idea from the Hawks there. You know, things aren't working traditionally. They're going for maybe a few more demos, maybe catch the Spartans out of position. Deck floats it up. Mitch puts it into the corner. Doesn't have much boost, but can he make another touch? He cannot. Yes, he can. Plays it into the middle, but it's right to Renro, and Yokes is going to have to make an awkward clear into the corner. Nice touch there from Bob. I'm not sure if that was necessary to score the goal, but it's fun to watch. Deck floats it up, and Bob, oh yeah, I think it was going wide. Plays it off of his front tire? I don't know. Nice shot. 3-0 as we're a little bit past halfway here in game number 5. Renro with the control and the possession. And the Spartans just look so dangerous with each touch they make. Even if they're not scoring, they're putting the Hawks in awkward positions, and it looks like their next touch will be dangerous. Yokes with a midfield clear. Rot's trying to get a light touch of his own. Nice play, but Deck is up to the task of saving that one. Renro playing it off the corner, past Yokes. Spartans have another chance. Renro has boost. He's going to try to get another one off the wall. Rot stuffs him on the wall. It's not enough, and Mitch will try to start a counter. Rotz throws it at the net, and that'll count as a shot, but that one was in too much danger of going in. It's going to have to be a harder shot than that to beat this Spartans defense right now. Yokes playing it high. Deck is there. Renro playing it hard off the wall. It's a dangerous ball. It's floating in the middle. Rotz able to throw it wide. Renro might be able to corral it, and he does. Mitch looking for one of his teammates in the middle, but they're not there. Long clear turns into a shot by Deck. Deck again with the touch. He's looking in the middle again. It's going near post. Nice read from Yokes. 30 seconds left. It's looking to be almost over, but anything can happen. Get a quick goal here, you never know, but it's got to happen right now if the Hawks want any chance. Spartans are fine with just punting it down the field, wasting more time as they look to close out this Game 5 win and this series win here in their first preseason match of the RLPC Season 12 season. And the Hawks will get a goal back. It might be too little too late. In fact, it almost certainly is too little too late. But I love the individual play there from Rotz to play it off the crossbar. Mitch in the right place at the right time. Good to see the Hawks get back on the board. We've seen crazier things. 2 goals in 7 seconds. Certainly possible. But it's going to roll up on the wall. Deck is going to make a clear into the middle. And that is going to do it. And it rolls. And the game is over. The Spartans take the Game 5 win, take the series win, and they will take some confidence heading into Game match day number 2 of the preseason. Yeah, and I think this series was really just a tale of two halves. I mean, in the first half of the series, games 1, 2, and part of 3, the Hawks were dominating possession, and they were just peppering the goal. The Spartans, though, they made an adjustment. Their defense was much more solid in games 3, 4, and 5. Even the shot volume, I don't think really speaks.